There's a thing called a SAG card that you get. You have to do a certain amount of shows. You get Screen Actors Guild, and in order to get that, there's a little bit of a hurdle. You have to get Taft-Hartley. Is an act from ages ago. William Howard Taft, right? Right. Sounds right. And it's a long unionized process, and it's hard to make that jump. Once you're in a union, it's fine. I went in to read for a series of Pepsi commercials that Cindy Crawford was doing. And I had to do something stupid, like, I don't even remember, it was like, "Hi Cindy, you want one of these?" I was the manager of a Blockbuster store, video store. And I think I was giving her like a Pepsi and a video. And, I was like, yeah. And I remember, there's so many guys here doing this. I decided I was going to wear a bright red shirt just to stick out. And I did it, and they called up and they said, "Oh, okay, you got the job." And I was like, great. They hired like 10 guys. It wasn't anything really prestigious. But they found out I didn't have a card, and then they said no. And then the director, he liked me, and he said, "All right, bring him on." So I got Taft-Hartley in that process, and I ended up doing 3 or 4 commercials. And this director was insane. Insanely insane. Like, he was 6 feet 5 inches tall, long gray hair, and incredibly intimidating and abusive. And he would be like, he would just say to people, like, "Faggot number 1, get off this set." And I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Oh God, I'm an actor." And I just like kind of held my ground. For some reason, he'd just like go right over me, and he'd be like, "Faggot number 2." I'm like, "Oh God, don't call me a faggot." He fired like 5 guys. I was just sitting there, and I got through 3 or 4 of these commercials. And I was in the union, voila. And I was like, hey, that was kind of cool. I got to work with Cindy Crawford, who probably never even remembered who I was at the time. But it was pretty cool. And then I was kind of off doing a lot of commercials that never made any money at all, contrary to what people think. And then I started doing television, And I saved the universe for 100 years. And by the way, selling Pepsi in videos is almost as hard as saving the universe.
This question is actually from Mom. So she wanted to know how you fared with the fires
this season. The fire season's still going. Yeah, but we're very vigilant with the fire stuff. I got my industrial fire hose. They even asked me if I wanted to buy the outfit. And I was kind of like, yeah, how much is it? But the fires are something that I'm less concerned with now that I'm at home. Before I was in Vancouver, and the fire could show up and my kids would be asleep, and literally you get very little time to work things out. And so the fire season is still upon us. It's very dry out there. We're being vigilant. We're okay, apparently.